I found out about WARM through a colleague. Just one conversation, we talked about some of the things that were out there, and she mentioned WARM. And then once I went through the restructure with my organization that I was with for almost 19 years, coming out of it, I really didn't know where to start.
Spent the past 21 years at an adult daycare facility, and because we serve the probably the most vulnerable population to COVID, being elderly, disabled individuals, our services were quickly suspended. I attend Westerville Christian Church, and our pastor sent out an email saying, hey, if people are looking for kind of a, how to get back to work, a job placement kind of a program, contact WARM. I looked at that email and said, I need to do something about this. So I sent an email, and David Crago responded almost immediately to ask what my needs were. Could we sit down and have a conversation?
So I came in and I talked to David. This was probably early December 2019. Well, fast forward to 2020 and everybody knows COVID happened, and so things kind of went to a standstill. But I will tell you, David was always emailing me, checking up on me.
And then it was like, okay, well, send me your resume. Oh, okay, no problem.
It was really, really gut-wrenching for me to do it, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know if this is the right wording or how I should word this, and so it was very painful for me.
We would set an appointment for once a week. So there was a continual or a repetitiveness of, you need to see this every week. You need to be working on this every week. There was accountability in that, because I needed to do my homework in order to come back. It made me take the time to sit down and really look at the skill set that I had developed.
Well, one, I hadn't interviewed in a long time. I was like, well, I have the skill set, I have the experience, I've been with a company long term. That has to be beneficial.
We probably had at least 3 or 4 mock interviews.
Gave me some talking points, really kind of made me feel at ease when I was interviewing.
When it comes time to talk about myself, I was I can show you better than I can tell you kind of person. But you don't get that opportunity when it comes to looking for jobs. You have to sell yourself, and I was not good at that.
That was so crucial to, how well I performed or how well I interviewed, and they provided me with that one-on-one service. Just kind of what to do, how to kind of build your interview, how to prepare for your interview.
Dan and I would have long conversations. He would prep me before the interview, and he's like, okay, I'm going to ask you this question. And he'd ask me the question, and I would answer it. He's like, okay, I like that answer, but why don't you add this? And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Why didn't I think of that?
It gave me a sense of, I could do it. I could find and land a very good job that fit my skill set.
Stressed out doesn't even cover it, but God has never failed in providing for me. So, God, I don't know what your plan is for me, is what I'm saying, but whatever it is, people are praying for me all around. Friends, family, church, just praying.
I'm just so grateful that I was able to find that resource, because it really allowed me to help navigate and really pivot my career decision.
I get a phone call from the full-time position. We want to hire you. I'm sorry, what? We want to hire you. When? When do you want me to start? Every time David celebrated with me, the fact that it's so tangible, the fact that, especially during this time, it's free. It is a free service. All you have to do is give a little bit of your time for them to help you be in a better position. It's free. It costs you nothing but time. What else could you ask for? What else could you ask for?
When I got the job offer, I called him, or I texted him, and I expressed that, hey, I have this job offer. He's like, okay, I'll call you in 20 minutes. Are you available? And he talked me through. And it was just, in 2020, 2021, to have that experience, it's priceless.